Well, traders, we are alive. It is day 16 of the $1,000 small account challenge sitting at the high. And I'm very optimistic with this account. Now, if you were to look up market maker in the dictionary, it would be a picture of me that says day 15 small account challenge. I would have one hand taking a 30-cent spread ticker, taking the bid, and literally just giving it to the ask yesterday. That is ultimately what happened. But today, that is not going to happen. Now, why is that? Well, Mr. Doug, who commented yesterday on the video, enlightened me that CPro introduced a new hotkey that I requested a couple weeks ago. I'm so thankful that they added this that gets you in a certain percentage of your stock buying power versus a share size. Now, why is that so huge? Well, you want to keep your sizing consistent. I get in all different price stocks. So I may get in a $2 stock, a $10 stock, a $100 stock, and 100 shares is very different on all of those. So now that we can get in with a certain percentage of the account, it's going to keep it consistent no matter what share size stock I'm trading. But I'm very optimistic with the account. Consistency, like I said, starts up here and then it's reflected onto the computer. And so far, even with the mistakes, doing really well. I want to point this out though. With a small account, this is why it's called a challenge. And I think this will ring true for you guys as well. When you're trading with a small account, you tend to emphasize the avoidance of losers versus trading to win. And there's an important difference there, and we need to bring those two worlds together. And I really want to get into the winner's mindset. And again, I know it's very important to avoid the losers, especially with the small account. These three things were my downhill habits with this uphill battle. That is, Kevin, cut the trades that are not working out. Focus on the winning trades. Do not overtrade. I've blown up an account doing that, where I think the longer I sit here, the more profitable I'm going to be. Don't do that, Kevin. Focus on your plan, plan the trade the plan. And 3, let your winners work for you. So we've been doing that well. We've been taking some of the profits, which alleviates a lot of the emotions. And then we adjust our stop to our average price to let the winner keep working for us. I think we've been doing fairly well with that. I need to let the winners work a little bit more for me, in my opinion. We're going to do that today. Can this not be like yesterday? All right, traders, let me show you the hotkey real quick. Let's get into the computer. All right, traders, sitting on the account, $1,047. I am pretty thrilled there. Like I said, I'm optimistic. I want to be able, for me or anybody, to look back on the small account challenge and see how to successfully do this. Fingers crossed. Now, I'm not naive to the fact that I could blow this up and it wouldn't be the first time, but I really don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to grow very well. I know very well what does blow up accounts. See, the quote says, the stock market makes poor people rich, rich people poor. We're going to take this small account, learn the right way to trade and grow and grow and grow and just add zeros to make more money. I know what blows up accounts. Those 3 things I mentioned. Overtrading for me, fighting the losers, and we haven't been doing that, which allows me to trust myself, and I'm very pleased with that. So the hotkey now that we have set up, and like I said, I'm going to come out with a separate video on this because not everybody wants to watch day 16 small account challenge to figure this out. Just go to the top right corner, click hotkeys, trading. You can set a new hotkey. I can modify this one below that I had set. This little disclosed triangle next to quantity is going to be shares. Click on this, go to stock buying power. I set it to 20%. 20% of my buying power. So my buying power, we get 6-to-1 leverage, $6,000. 20% of that's going to be $1,200. And we have that set on the ask because I'm a short seller with this strategy. But if you're more of a long bias trader, have your limit on the bid. And then duration, you can do day, immediate, or cancel. Now, I just tried this on the demo side, and we had a lot of different things here, like day plus, and then good till cancel, and a couple others. I think somebody did mention duration. Day on the live account is actually good for extended hours. So just be mindful of that. And then the route, choose whatever route you want. Keystroke, I have Shift S to get me in. You can execute it immediately. Today, I want the order entry box to pop up for me because I want to confirm things look correct today. So we're going to be hitting that hotkey today. It's going to save a ton of time. Thank you so much, Doug, for posting that on the video. All right, this morning, I like BBIO. This is one I'm watching. We were watching it yesterday as well. I think we took a trade on it, maybe cut it for a tiny loss. This one's right up at resistance, guys. 2 days, 2 legs on up, and it's sitting right under the previous highs, 36.17. If we look left of the chart at the daily, we're coming right up to some major resistance at 36. Actually, the yearly looked even better. All these lower shadows and upper shadows right around 36. We've had 2 legs on up, high on the RSI. I'll show you why the RSI is important real quick. All right, here is RSI. RSI is about an 80, and this is why we look left to get an idea of the personality of the tickers. We find out the last time this thing was over a 70 on the RSI was here. It had a few legs on up, and then it started selling on off. RSI is a good indicator for that. 70 here as well was the tipping point. It started selling on off. Now, why is RSI important? It's only important psychologically. It's important because traders place importance on it. We don't want a ton of indicators on our chart. I used to think that was the holy grail, your chart to look like air traffic control. You want to eliminate as much noise as possible. In fact, I mean, I'd get some heat for this, but that's why I don't even use times and sales in level 2 anymore. It's all noise to me. Anybody can display whatever amount of shares they want on the level 2, so why am I going to waste any time even looking at it? The chart is the most important thing. Price action is the most important thing. I can see some people wanting to use maybe the times and sales for momentum plays. If they see like tons of buy orders coming in, and then starting to slow down, maybe you could sell your position or short it. But for my trading, all of it's reflected back on the chart anyways. Just trade the chart. That's what they say. Just trade the chart. I don't want tons of noise. I just want resistance lines, a few moving averages, VWAP, RSI, previous close, the open, the high day, the low day. I guess I do kind of want a lot. I want to know where some areas of support resistance are. All right, we got about 15 minutes before the market opens on up. I'm not going to run through everything I'm watching. I am watching just a couple different tickers. AIV, a little bit of a hangover, 2 against $9 over ball. RSI, 70. HL I like a lot too because this one's popping up to the 200-day moving average. I do use those moving averages because I've seen that they do work very well. And then look at this. We got all this 575 resistance as well. That'll probably be the next one I watch because we're creeping up to it. See if HL gets a pop up towards that 200-day moving average. So we're going to try the hotkey today and see what happens. 15 minutes till the market opens on up. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Market is now open. All right, BBIO sitting here. Let's press the hotkey. 36 shares at 35.86. Too big of a spread on it at the moment. It is looking good, but too big of a spread. We'll see if that one gives us any kind of an entry here in a little bit. HL 200 day is at 570. I'd like a little closer to that where you have all the support down at the previous highs, previous close at 540. Seeing some profit taking on a lot of names right now. L, we might hit this one just against the highs. Press the hotkey, 237 shares. Let's do 200. 200 at 552. See if we get hit. Bye-bye, ask. And there she goes. Down in the low 40s. It's going to be like yesterday. Shift C will cancel that. Everything so far getting that initial sell-off. We'd be at Q right now with HL. BBIO trying to hold up. Man, I think this one sells off today. I do like the BBIO. Spread has closed in a little bit. Okay, we just got filled. Look at the chart. We're sitting heavy under the previous clothesline and under VWAP right now, and we're forming a little bit of a triangle, so we want to break down, not up and out. Feel a little chasey, but I feel like I can't get involved with anything unless I chase. HL went in the 530s. I don't mind the way this one looks though. She looks pretty good, hitting that 36 resistance. Couple days up. Look like a little crack under that trend. Need to flush hard under 35 ideally. Come on, snap under 35. We would like the snap. It's 35 absorbing orders. Could be a problem for us. Been sitting here for a little while. Yeah, it's getting a bounce off of 35. Huh. Me no likey that. Somebody bought it up at 35, 36. Wow. It's getting popping up towards the previous clothesline yesterday. Interesting. 666 is the unrealized loss. I don't like that number. I'd imagine we're going to stay heavy against 36, but I don't want to bank on that. It's a little surprising 35 held up so well. Well, that is annoying because now I feel like I'm stopping out right at the top. All right, traders, this is annoying me. We're just going sideways. Sign of health. We need to do what CVS did yesterday. That's what we need to do. Man, I like the chart, but God, I just is what it is. Giving it plenty of time. My thing is, how do I stop out right at resistance? Gotta be patient with these things. It feels like it's accumulating buyers. That's what it has felt like, so it makes it difficult to just stop out right at the top. What do I want to do with this? I mean, I want to let it work. I want to let it fade today. I mean, this is the chart. It looks great. It looks wonderful. But we would have had to stop out of it at 36 had it have broken it. It may still try to do that. I just feel like this one has the potential to dump like a whole point in profit taking and I like to be involved with it. Looks like it wants the 36 break. Traders, back up to the highs. I'm out. Absolutely out. Back up to the highs. 36 was just the perfect resistance on this. It's hard to stop out right at resistance. Highs are my stop. Fingers crossed that was the accumulation of longs we were looking for, and now we will profit take. This is why I'm always scared to long something, even in this beautiful ascending triangle, because shorts take the elevator down, longs take the stairs up, and when the elevator starts going down, she goes down quick, and then it starts unwinding. Shorts become a beautiful position because of this. They accumulate longs on the ascending triangle going up, and then when it dumps and you trap longs and then they don't stop out and they unwind and it fades. We've been uberly patient with this one, way more patient than I would have hoped and liked for. So HL was the miss. I love the hotkeys. Hotkeys are great, working out wonderfully today. I didn't let it come to me today. Obviously a 36 entry would have been nice on this. We are finally sitting green on BBIO. Well, that took a while. Let's let it work for us as long as we let it work for us on the losing side. Got a terrible average, though. Let's see this time if the bid is just going to absorb orders or if we're going to sell off under 35 quick. She's heavy, but 35 has been just uncrackable this morning. We're going to have to see what happens here because I don't want to double bounce and then go back negative. Must be just a large order on 35. It's just soaking up orders. Man, that entry was awful, guys. Timing was awful. Didn't let it come to us. That's a lesson today. Did not let her come to us. Kind of chased it a bit. All right, traders, I got to get to editing this video. So it's probably going to play around for a little while. What we're going to do is set an OCO order. So we're either going to break even on it or we're going to make more money. Because I can't sit here for the next 3 hours as this thing keeps fading into the low 34s if that happens. So what we're going to do is set a stop, 34.50 on the profit side. Stop, we need to give it a little room. I'll give it 35.50 on the stop side. And we'll send that off. So you can see the dashed lines. We have a couple orders out here. Our stop line up here, 35.50. If it gets back up to that price, and then profit down here, 34.50. So right now we're in the green. We're trying to maximize this green trade. I don't want to cut it early since it's working for us right now, but got to get to editing this video. I'll update you guys in the comments below what happens. Certainly a lesson learned here today. Chased the entry that ended up really affecting us because we nearly stopped out at the top versus waiting to get an entry at the top because the risk reward's not really adding up here. It's like $30 loss, $30 win. But outside of that, traders, thank you for being a part of this journey. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. We will see you tomorrow.